And they're hexagon shaped?
No, these ones are round hole screens in this one.
Round.
And the only reason we do that is it helps the mill clear the material quicker because you get that initial cut.
Okay.
And it really just comes down to your product, what you decide you want from your product, you know, as what consistency you're looking for.
Pretty much identical to what you're doing here. That down, you know, that down to that 2-inch screen is what we're running.
Yeah. And then we've got there's this set, and then we've got a couple more screens. So like typically if we're grinding like trees and stuff like that, we'll run a 3-inch leading and a 4-inch trailing.
Oh, okay.
On larger material to get because that gives you a larger variety before you screen if you're trying to get multiple products out of it.
Okay.
And it also kicks production up right now. I mean, so you figure this is production with just a 2-inch screen, which is still pretty good with this material because it's already ground. But if you were grinding trees with it, you'd want to probably, unless you were trying to get this right off the bat, then you would just go slower.
Mm-hmm.
But if you were just trying to get through a pile, you would go to your larger screens to get larger output material.
With this setup right now, what is the output? How many yards a minute do you think you're pushing out of this?
I wouldn't.
Because I'm kind of watching by just seeing if they're. It looks like they're literally putting in about 12 yards approximately in less than a minute.
Well, you figure for. Yeah, I bet you're doing.
Because he's 7 yards. He's 4 yards and 4 yards.
Mm-hmm.
So
I forgot about the third one. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, right now you're probably putting out maybe 100 yards an hour, 150 yards an hour.
Yeah.
At this rate, I mean, because you figure they're right there. That's 4.5 yards right there in heat, so almost 5. So and you still got, I don't know how long they've been running. 10 minutes.